All right, get this. Today, we are diving deep into how to start a business with absolutely no money.
Mm.
You know those entrepreneurs who seemingly pulled themselves up by their bootstraps? We're going to figure out how they did it, like what their secrets are.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing like how many businesses get going on a super tight budget.
Right. Makes you wonder if you even need investors.
Yeah, totally. Throws that whole money makes money idea right out the window.
And that's the first myth we're busting today. You don't need a pile of cash.
Hmm.
You know what is valuable, though? You. Like what you already bring to the table. Your skills, that knowledge you've built
I
up.
love that. That's what it's all about, your unique skills. I mean, think about it. Freelance writers, graphic designers, those business consultants, they've got it made.
We're like ready to hit the ground running.
Mm.
And speaking of consultants, did you see that article about the one who traded website design for legal help?
Oh, yeah.
Blew my mind. So like bartering is making the comeback. Who knew?
Definitely a win-win. You get what you need without spending a dime and maybe even make a business partner along the way.
Right. And think about how much easier it is these days to get a business up and running. You got websites, social media, it's all there, and most of it's free.
It's crazy. Can you imagine if you had to like rent a storefront and place ads in the newspaper just to get started?
It would be impossible.
Yeah, these platforms are a game changer. You're basically setting up shop for the entire world to see, and it totally levels the playing field, doesn't it? But, it takes more than just fancy tools. There was something else in these articles really got me thinking. It was all about customer feedback.
Oh, tell me you aren't about to go all customer is king on me.
Haha. Well, they're kind of important, right? I mean, think about it. You spend months, maybe even years building this thing, but you forgot to ask if anyone actually wants it.
You're preaching to the choir here. Got to validate those ideas.
Yeah, and who better to validate your ideas than the people who are going to be using your product or service?
Makes you wonder why we don't all do it right.
Seriously, there was this one story in the stack, a fashion designer, and get this, she shared her whole design process, like every step, on social media, asked her followers for their thoughts along the way.
Wow, talk about a built-in focus group. Bet she got some great ideas that way.
The best part, she built a huge following. People were genuinely invested in her journey, and they were the first ones to buy her designs when she launched.
Smart. But let's not sugarcoat it. Starting a business with $0, it's not easy.
No, you really got to hustle. You're wearing all the hats, working around the clock, and you can't be afraid to get your hands dirty.
It's like a crash course in, well, everything. You learn so much so fast.
Exactly. It's all about resourcefulness, thinking outside the box, finding creative solutions to problems. And you know what? That brings us to another key point, organic growth.
This is where it gets interesting. Forget those expensive ad campaigns, right?
Right. It's about building a loyal favor, following the old-fashioned way by providing real value, connecting with people authentically, and letting your work speak for itself.
So like content marketing, social media, word of mouth, that kind of thing.
Exactly. It's about building a community around your brand, becoming known for something unique and valuable.
You become the go-to expert, the one everyone trusts.
And that's the thing. It's not just about, making money. It's about building something you really care about, something other people care about too.
Yeah, finding your tribe, people who get you, who are as passionate as you are.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot, but what does this all mean for someone listening right now who has a head full of ideas, but, not a lot of cash? What would you tell them?
I'd say don't let the money thing hold you back. Like, it's more about your mindset than your bank account?
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of thinking, I need money to start, think, what can I do with what I already have?
Love that. And that's what these entrepreneurs did, right? They got creative. They used their skills, their connections, those free online tools, really made the most of everything they had.
Yeah, and they weren't afraid to get feedback, to pivot if they had to. That's so important.
Right. Better to find out early if you're on the wrong track.
Mhm.
But, it takes guts to put yourself out there, to hustle, to keep going, even when it gets tough.
Definitely. But that's where the magic happens, in those messy, uncomfortable moments. That's where you really grow.
So true. All right, for anyone listening who's ready to take that leap, just remember, you've got this. You are more resourceful than you think, and there are so many free resources out there. Oh, and don't forget about your customers. They're your secret weapon.
Totally agree.
All right, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. But keep thinking about those $0 business dreams. What's that one strategy that really spoke to you today? Hold on to that. And until next time, happy hustling.